Let's face it, being a mom is lots of work. We have no time to do anything. We have so many responsibilities that we're trying to do. Unlimited interruption. It comes to a point where we just need to take care of ourselves. How are we supposed to do it all? Let's talk about how to get rid of all the distractions and take care of yourself. Hey guys, it's Fonnie from Mrs. Mom's Homeschool and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am a mom to 3 children, 2 of which I homeschool. And I make videos on homeschooling and motherhood. So if you're interested in content like that, make sure you browse through my playlist and my videos because I'm sure you'll love what you see. And if you do, make sure to subscribe. Today I'm doing a collaboration with Katie from The Mundane Life, where we will be discussing self-care tips for mom. And I absolutely love her channel. She is a homeschooling mom to 6 kids. She has the best tips and advice from budgeting, meal plans, and chores to homeschooling and running your household. I will go ahead and link her channel in the description of this video. Make sure you guys check out that video after this one. Excuse the rain in the background. Every room I go to, I hear the rain. It's pouring outside right now. So I'm just gonna speak a little louder just to make sure that you guys can hear me. Okay, so let's get into this topic. How do we find time or ways to care for ourselves as a stay-at-home mother or a homeschooling mother, or even as a working mother? When you're a mom, you're busy. Your whole life is dedicated to taking care of your children, your home, and your husband. There's very little time for yourself, especially if you're a stay-at-home mom or a homeschooling mom, because you're constantly 24/7, round the clock, needed by somebody else. Most of that time, you're not having conversations with other adults. You're with your kids all day long, which is a beautiful, wonderful thing, and I love it so much. But as a human being and a mother and a woman, we really need to make sure that we make time and find ways to take care of ourselves so we can give our children the best that we have to offer. So today I'm going to give you 7 tips on ways to take care of yourself. I know 7's an odd number. Usually it's like 5 or 10, but I just have 7. I have 7 good tips to give to you guys today. The first tip is obviously to take care of your physical body. So let's try as moms to take care of ourselves by eating nutritious, getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and putting some exercise into our lives, into our daily routine. It doesn't mean you have to go to the gym or wake up at 5 or do a whole workout routine. You can just do some laps up and down the stairs, or maybe do 10 jumping jacks every morning. Maybe you can take an after school walk with your kids around the neighborhood, walking quickly for a few, 10, 15 minutes a day. Just something to get your heart racing, your body moving, will make you feel a lot better. You'll know if your body needs this. Because when you go to take that 15-minute walk and you come back home and you feel dead and your body's sore and you can't move the next day, that means it's time for you to exercise more regularly. For example, myself, I just started intermittent walking and jogging just on the weekends, and I'm like, when I get home, my legs are like spaghetti noodles, or they're like in pain. Like, I'm not talking about sore, my legs hurt. And so I realized that even though I'm always up and around the house, I thought that I was pretty much in shape. Well, I realized that I need to get out there and do a little bit more exercise to strengthen my legs, to strengthen my body, so that I'm not so exhausted all the time. Excuse that little text message thingy. My second tip for self-care is so important. Just as important as taking care of your physical body, you must take care of your mental health. Your mental health is so important. As moms, we have to make sure that we are not living in the past nor in the future, but in the present moment. So many times we are stressed out over things that have yet to come. So many things that we have to do. For example, today, I was completely living in the future and not living in the present. And living in the future or in the past paralyzes you and doesn't allow you to move forward. So instead of worrying about all the things that need to get done, or maybe you have a lot of problems, or maybe you have a lot of things coming up that you're anxious about, those things have not happened yet. In this moment, you do what you can to accomplish those things, those tasks, those goals, whatever. If it's something that's out of your control, it's out of your control. So you kind of need to let it go and not think and dwelling or worrying about it. It's not making it any easier for us. Then living on the past is even sillier. Thinking about the past is sillier, because it's done, it's gone, it's over with. We cannot let our past dictate our future. We need to get over all those things that have happened, and we need to move forward and stay in the present, because now is all we have. So there are plenty of ways for you to build your emotional health and your mindset, and that's we have to have a positive attitude all the time, and a positive mental attitude and mindset all the time. That means maybe having a gratitude journal, writing down tasks every day that are going to lead you towards a bigger goal. I have a video with more information on that here, even a playlist. I'll link the whole playlist. You can go and check that out. Saying daily affirmations, reading a book a month of something like a self-help or a Christian book or parenting book, whatever it is that you need help in or you want to grow better at. Listening to audiobooks or listening to motivational YouTube videos, or anything that helps to build you as a person and build your mindset towards thinking positive thoughts, replacing all worry, all anxiety, all fear, all bad thoughts from the past, replacing all of that negativity with positive thoughts, flipping your reactions from a negative reaction to a positive reaction will not only benefit you, your physical health, your mental and emotional health, but it'll also benefit your kids who are constantly watching you and how you handle situations on a daily basis. So think about that one. Third tip for taking care of yourself as a mom is to have a social life. If you're a homeschooling mom, sometimes it's really hard to get a social life. So for me, when I first moved here to this state, I wasn't homeschooling yet, and I had my family, I had my cousins and my family and stuff like that. But I needed to connect with a group of women that were like-minded. And going to church, our church was so big, it was hard to find women like that unless you go to a connect group, and then you may not really connect with them and blah, blah, blah. So for me, I went to our homeschool co-op. So a homeschool co-op, if you're a homeschooler, is a wonderful way to meet tons of women that are like-minded with you and to get friends for your children. So while they're having a play date, you guys are having a mom date, and that can knock out some of your social time. But if a homeschool co-op is not for you, or you're not a homeschooler, try to find a group of women if you don't have friends to connect with. And if you do have friends, try to get together with them at least once a month to have a mom day, a mom's night out, where you guys are going to painting with a twist, or maybe to see a funny movie, or maybe you want to go bowling, or even do a craft, or just dinner, or do something together as a group, so that you can have that time with your girlfriends to talk and laugh and giggle and just be you. Make sure you have some time to unwind and just have fun. One of our basic human needs is the need to connect with other people. So yes, you may have your husband to connect with, but there's something different about connecting with another woman, where you guys are able to talk on a different level about different things, and especially if someone is in your same field. If you're, like I said, homeschooling, or another mom, someone who shares your struggles as a woman and as a mother, consider spending some one-on-one time with some girls, getting that girl time. Tip number 4 is you need downtime every single day. That means getting your kids to bed before you, at least an hour before you, will make all the difference. Having the kids go to bed at the same time with you, you're not really getting a break, especially if you have babies that wake up in the middle of the night, or if you're co-sleeping with your children, you're still being mommy even. Okay, my battery died, so I had to do this again. So putting the kids to bed before you go to bed allows you some time to just detox. Even allows you to get some housework done that may need to get done, but I really wouldn't waste it on that. I like to use my downtime to accomplish any projects that I have going. Since I do have a YouTube channel, I do like to take some of that time to maybe edit videos, finish recording, or maybe I'm doing some other work for some other project or other business that I'm doing. Sometimes I'll just take that time. Sometimes if I'm lucky, I'll get the kids to bed 2 or 3 hours before the bedtime that I've selected, and I'll watch an hour show with my husband, or I'll take a hot bath, or just do something that makes me feel happy and have fun and feel good and relaxed. So having that time every single day really helps to make you feel better. Tip number 5, take care of your spiritual life. This means taking time to pray, to do a devotional if you're a Christian, making time with God through prayer, meditation, worship on a daily basis, not just Sundays when you go to church, but really just finding that time maybe in the morning before the kids wake up to refresh your spirit, present your request to God in faith, knowing that He will be faithful to answer your prayers according to His will. Try vision boards, maybe meditating on your wishes and your desires and just thanking God and being grateful for the things that you know that you are going to get. Even consider going to some ladies group or maybe a service during the middle of the week when your kids are doing a youth group. Maybe like Wednesday nights the kids go to youth group and then you have a service that you're at the same exact time. That way you have that midweek spiritual uplift as well. Tip number 6. Create some goals for yourself. What are some things you've always wanted to do? Do you want to start a business? Do you want to pick up an instrument? Do you want to do a hobby? Something that you haven't done in a long time? Did you used to scrapbook and now you have kids, you don't have time to do it anymore? Find something that you would love to do and set some goals for yourself. I find that the happiest people are those that have goals and something to look forward to and a goal to reach. After you have your goals, make sure you do at least one thing every single day to attain that goal, so that you are kind of finding your identity. You're not just a mother or just a homeschooler or just a wife. You are you, and doing something every day towards a goal of yourself kind of helps you find yourself in the midst of everything else that you're doing in your life. And that leads to my tip number 7, is remember who you are. Personally, as you know, the years have gone by and the stresses of life, and if you guys have been with me for a long time, you'll see a bunch of stuff of old videos of homeschooling through hardships and all the things that go on in our lives. They really affect you as a person. And for me, I have become a little bit more serious than a lot more serious than I used to be. And it's important for us to remember who we are. If you're silly and funny, be yourself. If you like to do certain things that you don't get to do anymore, start doing them again. We cannot lose ourselves in doing all this other stuff. We have to be who we are to make sure that we're happy, because a happy wife is a happy life, and a happy mommy makes a happy home. No. A mother creates the temperature of her home. Her joy, her spirit, you are the one that creates the temperature of your home, whether it be a joyful home, peaceful, calm, loving, silly, funny, moody, grumpy, whatever it is, you are the one who sets the tone of your home. So make sure you find who you are, the good parts of who you are, and you make time to develop that within yourself and just be you. I really hope that these 7 tips have helped you guys in some way. Write in the description below which ones you have the most problems with, or which ones you do, or which ones help you out the most. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you check out the other videos on my channel. Check out my playlist. And like I said, if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. I will be continuing to make content for you. I try my best to do 3 videos a week. You can check the schedule in the description below of what I post. Usually Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, depending on how hectic my life gets. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.